Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do well and teach this truth with all honesty and sincerity. Salutation to you brothers around the four corners of the earth that push this truth with all honesty and sincerity with great diligence to wake up the hopeful elect of Israel. Double shalom to you Akim that can looking like heathens, but you are in fact of the stock of Israel, and you hold near and dear this truth and follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, wherever you may be scattered. And shalom to the few sincere Akwatim that listen and learn in silence, play a creation role as the Lord commanded you to, which is in all subjection and silence, reverencing your husbands. It's your brother Azar from GMS St. Louis, and coming with a video. Of course, you probably have heard. Well, you may not have heard, because it's has been going on a while, but hasn't really been if you can't see that this place is about to suffer the same demise as Rome, then you're not paying attention. Rome fell, having all its military dispersed amongst the different lands, policing everybody else, and it fell from within. And you can see this happening with America. Somebody on the inside is sabotaging this country, and it's all the will of the Heavenly Father anyway, because this place has to go down before the kingdom is ushered in. But however, you see the rise of the immigrants. You see if you look back at the events that have happened, it's all systematic. The border is breached, which it was just allowed to happen, and now all these prisoners from other countries are coming and creating more chaos than it already was in the streets, and our government is saying they can't do anything about it. But this happened. Colorado is being overran with Venezuelan gang, and they're taking over apartment complexes and kicking people out, and collecting their own rent from the tenants. So this guy, he's trying to get his building back, but they not sending National Guard. They're not doing anything to resolve the issue. This is a plan, man. This is a plan. And I believe that this is what is going to be used as a catalyst to usher in martial law, because the citizens of America wasn't given enough backlash. They weren't rising up, per se, against the tyranny. You see, and now they have people here who don't care about America or as citizens or anything, But I'm gonna play this little clip and I'm gonna grab some precepts, and Lord willing, you be edified.
Denver's policy of welcoming migrants with open arms is having unintended consequences in its neighboring suburb of Aurora, Colorado. That's according to a new exclusive from the New York Post. The town of Aurora is now grappling with the arrival of a notorious Venezuelan prison gang, leading to a surge in violent crime. It's becoming a hub for the brutal Trinidad gang, according to local law enforcement sources who spoke with the Post. This criminal organization has taken over multiple apartment complexes and is wreaking havoc in the community. Since December of 2022, Denver, often described as an immigration sanctuary city, has seen more than 40,000 migrants arrive from the southern border, making it a leading city in migrant arrivals per capita. The city has gone to great lengths to provide aid, even cutting back on emergency services to manage the costs, which have already exceeded $68 million.
Now, cutting back on emergency services, that's just gonna, make things worse. And who is there to call? when something happens.
However, Aurora is not embracing this influx of migrants. In February, the Aurora City Council passed a resolution explicitly stating that it would not offer resources or support to migrants coming from neighboring cities like Denver. Despite this, Denver's migrant policies have still led to a spillover into Aurora, bringing with them the dangers associated with Tren de Aragua. Sources tell the Post one local gang leader, known as Galleta, which means cookie in Spanish, has set up operations in Aurora, leading to a gang takeover of an apartment complex that since has become a hotspot for crime. This particular gang is linked to a series of violent crimes across the U.S., including the murder of Georgia nursing student Laken Riley earlier this year, and the shooting of two NYPD officers in June. Last month, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security warned Tren de Aragua leaders gave members a green light to shoot Denver police officers who interfere with their criminal activities. In response to the escalating threat, the Aurora Police Department has teamed up with the Colorado State Patrol and the Colorado Bureau of Investigation to form a task force aimed at combating the gang's growing influence. Thanks for watching our news update. For more stories.
So you see, this is just escalating to more and more violence and crime and chaos in the streets, man. And I believe, I speak as a man, I believe that because our government is going to be tyrants to the people, these immigrants, and it's not just Venezuelans that's coming. You have Chinese, you have East India, you have all different types of people coming in, and I believe that's what they're going to use to be the new authority, to be the new police, to be the new uh, homeland security or military here in the States, and they're going to be used to basically persecute those that are not with the agenda, those that stand up, those that speak out, and of course the righteous, those that are trying to live righteous and follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. That's just what I perceive to be in the upcoming future of this place. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with the fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein! For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And you just heard that, a leader of the gangs have given, members the green light to, wage war against the authorities or the police. These scriptures are true, man, and they're here to prepare us and to lead and guide us, man. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Hey, like I said, because of the violence, and I believe that they're going to use this to set up martial law to further lock down cities. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see? And uh we see these things brewing and happening gradually. This is second Ezra chapter 16, and I'll start at verse um verse 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, Salakia, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain. For strangers shall reap their fruits, and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captive. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, said the Lord. But in these upcoming times, it's not time to try to set up a foundation in this place, man. Lord said be as pilgrims. Why? Because you're gonna have to get up out of there when all hell break loose, man. That movie, The Book of Eli, perfect example. You know, he was a pilgrim here and there and just going. He wasn't sitting in one spot, and you see all these turmoils happening little by little. Before you know it, it's full blown. You take heed to the warning signs, and this, I believe, this will be the way how they will persecute the righteous as well. They're gonna use these hellish times and these chaotic conditions to, come after the righteous. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You see, hey, so the things that we have to endure on this side, man, it's not gonna even be worthy to compare to the kingdom, man, because we understand that this world is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Job 9:24. Let's go to, this is 2 Timothy 3:12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Hey, and I, like I said, I believe that when all this chaos is, going on, that's gonna be their time persecuting the righteous, man. And whoever is not for their agenda, not just Israel, those of their own who are against them. Let's go to the book of Second Ezra, chapter 5, and verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root shalt thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. Meaning wisdom, knowledge, and understanding being restored. But you're gonna see we living in this time. We see the iniquity and the wickedness um stacking up, becoming more prevalent than ever. You know, we see it, man. Let me go to book of Second Corinthians. Hey, and what's so crazy is you still see Jakes out here, man, just despising the ways of the Lord, man. Talking shit, mocking, scoffing. Like you niggas is gonna get taken up in this, man. Hey, and hey, it's your lot, and that's probably why they have a reprobate mindset, and it's sealed like a hot iron, man. Matter of fact, so Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And that's why Esau is stirring up all this chaos, man, trying to get the max amount of wickedness accomplished, man, because he know that his time is running out. So all these things you see, all this weird and crazy and wicked and evil things that are taking place, and it's just being accepted, it's because he know that he's out the door, man, and the persecution is going to come with it. Go to Second Corinthians chapter 4, verse 8. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahushua, that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our body. For we which live are always delivered unto death for Yahweh's sake, that the life also of Yahweh might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. Hey, and the point going up to verse 8, all these things are happening around us, to us, the Lord still got us, man. The Lord still got us, man. Some of us will be delivered out of this. Some of us will be martyrs. Some of us, gonna have to go through, this hell that's about to be unleashed on the earth, you know, and it's gonna take faith and obedience, that the Lord may have mercy on us, man. But this is something to be prepared for, man. Be prepared for all hell breaking loose, man. Be prepared for betrayal. Be prepared for these trials, man. Hope this has been an edifying lesson. I'm going to say Kwam Yasharala, Shalom, and Abba Ball.